The first thing you can do with Painwheel is abuse her momentum. So Painwheel has a dash, the really long windup, but it's not very telegraphed. It's like Parasol's dash, but it's much slower startup. However, it still moves her pretty far. So what this allows us to do is abuse her disjointed normals that are giant, aka jump medium punch. If you look here, if I jump completely straight, this move hits in front of me all the way to this little bar on the train stage. So I can actually hit people from basically a crouch like kick away using just a neutral jump medium punch because it hits so far forward. So if we combine that with the momentum that she gets from moving forward, we realize we can actually hit all the way to these planks right here on the train stage. So just up forward, hit jump medium punch as you rise, and you fall down on them very far away. It's like 2 character lengths away. Now we combine that even further with her dash with almost no startup. So here's what it looks like if you let the whole dash go through. And here's what it looks like if you just interrupt the startup. Yeah, so you can actually, from almost standing still, hit someone nearly full screen away. Now you don't have to, it won't hit if you press JMP rising, but if you give it a slight delay, so it hits while you're falling, you just successfully abused her momentum to hit nearly across the stage. Now this is a concept most characters can do, but Painwheel's jump medium punch is so disjointed and hits multi-hit, and it's super active that this is a super powerful tool to space out your opponents and catch them off guard. So if you're ever wondering like, oh my gosh, how they keep getting hit by a random jump medium punch, like why does various opponents always get hit by that? It's because I know how to space it properly and abuse momentum. So usually here is where like Fortune would start running forward because that's where she needs to approach. She doesn't have anything to hit us from that far away. So that's why as soon as I think she's gonna hit forward, boom. There's almost no startup. And then, yeah. Here, now let me show you how to abuse her momentum without dashing. Her flight allows us to move her in any direction we want. But one thing that not everyone knows is when she moves backwards, when she flies backwards, she flies slower. When she flies forward, she flies faster. And this is instant. Well, not the flight, but the momentum. So if you're flying backwards and then you suddenly tap forward, you'll fall a lot faster than if you were just going backwards, or fall forward a lot faster. You reach a lot further. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll fly away, try to make some space so that they run at me, and then instantly go forward. And see, like that, I'm hitting the planks again. It's very similar when we just hit up forward and then JMP. So yeah, I'll do that to bait the opponent into tapping forward, running at me. Another thing I'll do is if you rise all the way to the max height that you can, you'll fall a lot forward. So if I'm up here, I know the spacing and usually my opponents don't, so I'll just try to threaten them, like inch my way forward to a place where I think I can reach them, and then boom, I call my assist when this lands. That sort of thing. Finally, with flight, you can kind of do something similar to the dash, where it's like not really that much startup, where you fly forward just a little bit, and you're carrying the momentum with you of the fast fly, so that you can hit very far opponents. So basically you just fly for like 1 second forward. Next. Oh yeah. You can also fly. With Painwheel's flight momentum, it doesn't have to be just jump medium punch. You can actually do it with all her normals, but jump medium punch is the most useful. But the most useful non-normal way to do this is to use her Unfly. So if you notice, when you unflies Painwheel, you can actually preserve the momentum, the forward momentum, so you can fall forward while blocking if you hit her Unfly. You see how my hitboxes turn like magenta? That means I'm blocking. Not only can you block, while doing this. You can also call your assist. So you can call your assist and block and move forward at the same time by abusing this flight. So what I would do is this. I'd go forward to get the forward momentum, the fast momentum to fall forward at them. And then I'd press like my assist macro plus the other punch button to make it a PP input. And something like that. So you can actually combine this with all sorts of things. Like if you notice they're push blocking, if they're holding onto a DP assist, or if they have like A-train or something, then you can like basically bait out the reversal on your approach. Something like this. See, I block bonus points if you block it in the air, since you get the line cancel and act instantly. And you can kind of do this on reaction too, or you could do it on prediction. Yeah, it can lead to really good happy birthdays and that sort of thing. Yeah. So, as Painwheel, gaining space and abusing space is your best friend. The more space you have, the more momentum tricks you can abuse using her flight and her disjointed normals, as well as her like untelegraphed dash. You can really hit people from unexpectedly far away and lead that into your pressure. Next thing is a little add-on to this. When you're pressuring with JMP, you can actually fast fall it with if you press JMK after. So let's get one of the multi-hit ones here. It's pretty hard to react with this. Usually when you go for this, you're trying to do something like so one thing Painwheel is really good at doing is reacting to PVGC windows with flight cancel to bait out reversals. So what you do is you react with flight cancel and then you fly backwards, and because of the momentum and reach that JMP has plus flight, you can easily punish them for going for something. So here's an example. So let's try it again. React here, and then I fly away and then go back in. And so this works with more than just horizontal things, stuff like beat extend. So yeah, you can completely avoid beat extend and then go back in and punish it. If it's H beat specifically, you can actually just interrupt it. This is something you can only do against H and M beat, but against all the other reversals, yeah, you can just completely fly away and then go back in and punish it using your momentum. Finally, for your routing as Painwheel, this is something that took me a while to learn, but when you learn how to start new strings without using viewer fly, it becomes a lot easier to avoid bursting. So let me show you. So when routing as Painwheel, what a lot of people tend to do is this. What people do is like get that. Now I don't have jump light kick. Now I don't have jump light punch. And then boom, I end up bursting and use a ton of undizzy, right? Well, if you learn how to start strings without using your light air normals, you can really extend combos and get an extra string. So one that's from round start near corner is see, I was able to start a new string with JMK JHP, which allowed me to use extend light punch, which stopped me from bursting with a late air flight cancel light button. Alright, here's another one. And then JMP JHP is another way of doing that. That's another way.